This is how we win. Turn this into a battle of attrition and starve the other side. You heard what Australia said, right? Like, oh, the unjabbed will be excluded from the economy. Okay. If you're going to exclude us from the economy anyway, how about we just preemptively leave the economy and crash it, like we're seeing here? Hospital to stop delivering babies as maternity workers resign over jab mandate. This is how we fight back. If you are in a position to do so, just leave and go on welfare. Not only do you stop contributing to the economy, you start draining it. Eventually, the government's going to have no choice but to back down. Like you saw that in Australia. As bad as Australia is, they had to cancel the lockdown because they realized, like, we literally can't do this anymore. Like, we've already destroyed our economy as much as it can handle. If we push this any further, we're not going to have any money anymore. And I do believe there was a leak before that higher ups in a lot of Fortune 500 companies are really getting scared. Because, and we're going to find out real soon, because Fortune 500 companies have over 100 employees, don't they? And if you saw President Harris's announcement, companies with over 100 employees are going to have to mandate the jab. So how funny would it be if all the best and brightest at these Fortune 500 companies started resigning? Imagine being the top engineer at a big tech company. You probably have enough money to retire many times over. Let's say you're like 45 years old. Like, technically, you could have worked another 20 years, right? But then, like, oh, look, I have to get an experimental vaccine. Okay. I'd rather just retire early. Thank you very much. How many of their best employees are going to take early retirement? Well, things are going to be getting interesting here, is all I'm going to say. And we're already seeing examples. And this is in New York. The Lewis County General Hospital will stop delivering babies after September 24th because too many maternity unit workers have resigned over Corona-Chan jab mandates. That's according to Lewis County Health System Chief Executive Officer Gerald Kayer, who held a news conference Friday in Lowville. He said 6 employees in the maternity unit resigned rather than get a shot, and another 7 are undecided. Oh, God. Being undecided about this is basically, I'm going to wait and see. I'm going to wait it. And I was like this as well at one of my previous jobs. Like, I technically should have left that place like a year before I did, but I wanted to ride it out to the very end. Nah, I'll stick it out until they literally tell me, like, right now, oh, you either get it right now or you're gone. Then I'll leave. They're probably riding it out to the end to see what happens. So if you want to keep those 7, you know how to do it, but something tells me they won't. According to Kayer, the hospital will be unable to safely staff the unit and will pause delivering babies after September 24th. Like, oh, but what about all those expecting mothers? What are they going to do? Like, well, they're going to have to figure it out. How about you start doing something about your corrupt government? He says he hopes that this is a temporary situation and will work with the State Department of Health to make sure the unit won't permanently close. So what they're probably going to do, at least at first, is try to transfer people from other hospitals. But what if all the other hospitals do the same thing? If we can pause the service for now and focus on recruiting nurses who are jabbed, we will be able to re-engage the delivering of babies here in Lewis County, said Kayer. You think so, huh? Maybe I'm just crazy, but wasn't there a shortage of all medical personnel even before the pandemic? And now you basically banned half of them. Where are you going to replace them? Who are you going to replace them with? Where are you going to find more people? Kayer said 165 hospital employees have yet to be jabbed against Corona-Chan. That's 27% of the workforce. The other 464 workers, or 73%, have gotten their shots. In August, the state announced all healthcare workers at hospitals and long-term care facilities across New York would be required to have gotten at least their first dose. Kayer said the announcement prompted 30 workers to get jabbed while another 30 resigned. Now, how much you want to bet the 30 that resigned were probably some of the few that were keeping the company running? I doubt it was the bloat. Our hope is that as we get closer to the deadline, the numbers will increase of individuals who are vaccinated. Fewer individuals will leave, and maybe with a little luck, some of those who have resigned will reconsider. Dude, this is the people who resigned. They're playing the long game. They're waiting for you to reconsider. Yeah, we are not alone. There are thousands of positions that are open north of the Thruway, and now we have a challenge to work through. With the mandate. He added that Lewis County as a whole has the state's highest 7-day average percentage of positive test results reported over the last 3 days. Whatever. They can be whatever they want. But as long as people have the ability to stop, to leave early, to retire early, that's probably what they're going to do. Especially when we see what Australia is doing. And others have been pointing out too that the more people get the jab, the more brutal the government is going to be towards those who didn't. So if they're basically saying the ultimate goal is to literally lock you out of participating in society until you get it, it's actually in your best interest to collapse society before it gets to that point. Because once it gets to the point where they are doing that, then they probably have enough people that they don't have to worry about losing you. But if you collapse them early, that's where you can make a difference. Oh man, I am so excited to tell you guys right now that finally, after about a year of build-up and shilling, we have launched Blade Devil on Indiegogo, and so far it is doing so well thanks to awesome people like you. If you haven't backed it yet, then please check the links in the description and check out Blade Devil on Indiegogo. You will not be disappointed. Looking forward to seeing you there.